Hurricane Milton has made a devastating impact on Florida's western coast, leaving a path of destruction in its wake. The powerful storm hit the Tampa Bay region with winds exceeding 200 kilometers per hour, causing widespread damage across several counties. One of the most notable damages occurred at Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, where the non-retractable roof of the stadium was torn apart by the intense winds. Despite the destruction, there have been no reported injuries at the stadium, but the damage serves as a stark reminder of the storm's ferocity. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has urged residents to remain indoors, stating that the time for safe evacuation had passed. He warned against venturing outside until officials declare it safe. The threat of a massive storm surge, estimated to reach up to 4 meters high, has led to the closure of several bridges, further restricting movement in the affected areas. Even before the hurricane made full landfall, the winds had already ripped up trees, damaged mobile homes, and left hundreds of thousands of people without power. Reports of at least 10 tornadoes and mass evacuations have added to the chaos, but despite warnings, some residents have chosen to stay behind, hoping to weather the storm from within their homes. Sarasota County, located just south of Tampa Bay, has experienced some of the most severe impacts. Winds of around 120 miles per hour were recorded as the hurricane made landfall near Siesta Key. Public officials in Sarasota have stressed the importance of staying sheltered, as the storm continues to cause hazardous conditions with heavy rain and strong winds. Emergency response teams, including Sarasota County's Tactical First Entry Teams, TFIT, are prepared to assess the damage once the winds subside. However, local officials are urging residents not to leave their homes yet, citing potential dangers from downed trees, power lines, and flooded roads. As of now, 82% of Sarasota County is without power, affecting approximately 250,000 residents. With power outages widespread, communication has become difficult, adding to the challenges faced by those in distress. Sarasota's Public Information Officer, Genevieve Judge, highlighted the need for patience, explaining that emergency crews are prepared to assess and address the damage as soon as it is safe to do so. Their immediate priority will be to clear roadways and assess the damage in the most populated areas, ensuring that residents can return to their homes as soon as it is safe. Meanwhile, residents like Brenda Griffey, who chose to stay in her Sarasota home, described her experience of the storm. Living on the 7th floor of a hurricane-proof building, she witnessed the eerie calm that occurred when the eye of the storm passed over. While the winds battered her building before the eye arrived, bending hurricane-proof glass and causing transformers to explode in a shower of sparks, the eye brought an almost unnatural quiet. But as soon as the eye passed, the back end of the storm hit just as fiercely, leaving her and her neighbors in darkness with only the sound of generators breaking the silence. Brenda, like many others, had prepared for the worst. She stocked up on food and water, filled buckets and her bathtub with water, and ensured that she had enough supplies to last for the aftermath. Many of her friends evacuated the area, seeking shelter in places like Atlanta, but she, along with several other residents of her building, chose to stay. Her building's robust construction gave her a sense of safety, but she acknowledges the unpredictability of such powerful storms. She noted how quickly Hurricane Milton escalated from a tropical storm to a Category 5 hurricane, surprising everyone and making the decision to stay a difficult one. Now, with much of the region without power and damage still being assessed, the focus shifts to recovery. Florida has experienced a particularly challenging hurricane season, and federal agencies like FEMA have been working closely with state and local governments to coordinate relief efforts. As the storm moves inland, emergency crews are gearing up to assess the damage, restore power, and provide much-needed assistance to the millions affected. But for many residents, the road to recovery will be long and filled with uncertainty, as they begin to pick up the pieces left behind by Hurricane Milton.